So I want to make a video about right now. I am choosing to revisit one of the most influential periods of my life. And I've been revisiting it because I have been requested to speak about it. I'm not going to go into detail about that. I feel kind of called to talk about confronting parts of our lives and the difficulties and challenges that come with that. Namely, evaluating a past version of me that I realize I have evolved from. A person that was once very insecure to the person I am now, who's someone pretty confident, realizing that there's been a lot of change between me then and me now, and how much gratitude I have for that growth. So that's what I'm going to try to talk about in this video. And I don't know the format in which I am going to do this, but I want to try to be as candid as possible with it and give you all as honest and insight as I can that I think can be helpful to those of you trying to make difficult decisions in your life and how you can move forward while acknowledging your past. Changed shirts and I did my hair. When you're going through a hard situation, let's say it's a breakup, a difficult conversation at work, something happening with your partner or multiple romantic partners, a conversation you have to have with a friend but has been building up resentment or whatever, and just like taking on a challenge in life, it can be really easy to gravitate towards the thinking of like, I can't believe this is happening to me. How am I going to get out of it? I just feel so terrible. And I just feel. And the point in having these two questions is, one, is asking you to be future focused, knowing that you are actually going to get out of this one day, and that a future version of you is going to have a lesson. Think really hard about what that lesson might be. If it is a romantic thing that's happening, maybe the future you wants you to know that you're going to find love even if you end things with this person. If it's work related, maybe it's that future you would not want you to be this kind of manager the way that your manager right now is treating you. And for me, the lesson that future me, I think, wants to learn from all of this is peace. Like finding peace with this part of my past and accepting that it happened, accepting the people that played a part in it, and accepting that this is a part of my history, but it will not consume me forever. Everyone that's watching this right now has a future version of you that is wiser, older, hopefully, and that future version of you is gonna want you to look back at this moment and tell you that you're gonna be fine and that you're gonna make it out of here. So the other question is, what is the promise I am going to keep to myself in this process? And that's easy. The promise I want to keep to myself is my integrity. I know who I am as a person now. 15-year-old me had no sense of who they were. 15-year-old me only knew pain and only knew that they needed to get through high school so that they could get out of their parents' house. 31-year-old me is willingly living in my parents' house right now for about a year because it is a move that I want to have in my life. And it's probably the last time I'll get to live with my mom, who I've cultivated a much healthier relationship with now. The promise is integrity. Moving forward in my life, I always want to lead with my integrity intact, doing things because they are right, they are just, and they are fair. Not only for me, but for everybody behind me and that comes after me. The promise I want to keep to myself is to ensure that the world and this community in particular that I'm from, which is Norwalk in Los Angeles, a suburb of Los Angeles, is left better than when I came in. And if I can do that through videos like this, through community work, through sharing my experience with others, then that's ultimately what I want out of life. Get us out of just what is happening in this present moment and think about a future version of ourselves that has already gone through this while remaining grounded in who we really are. The reality is, I'm 31. I have healed a lot of that pain. I have put it forth into a lot of the content that I make and wanting to grow people as leaders and into relationships that I cultivate, which I feel are so freaking awesome. I'm surrounded by so many good people. When I look at my life right now, the work that I've been able to do and the people that I've been able to meet, I find it such a privilege to be able to dream at all. It's amazing. Dreaming is a privilege because I am used to having only the option of surviving. And so to dream is to think of future you. And to dream is also to think of the legacy you'll leave behind. I hope you know that whatever hard thing you're going through, you are much more capable of getting through it than you realize. And you already have the tools that you need. The only thing that is missing is 1% more of will and self-confidence. I believe in you. That's all I got for this video. And I did this in part to share those two questions. And selfishly, talking about them helps. It helps me process these things and let these thoughts live outside of just my brain into a spiral that is sometimes downwards and sometimes upwards. And if I can put it out there, I can much more clearly see that I know I'm not alone, that other people have had these experiences, and that I really will get through it, because this is not going to hold me down given all that I have already experienced in life. And I hope you believe that for yourself, because it's true. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.